Hi everyone. We're just waiting for more people to join. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes before we start with today's episode. It's 3 past 8. We'll start at 5 past 8. So please hold on for 2 more minutes. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, Abhijit. One more minute to go, post which we shall start, and then people can join as and when they have to. So it's 5 past 8. A warm welcome to our viewers. And as of now, I have only one person who's watching me live. And of course, there are people who will be joining in later or will be watching the recorded one, especially those who have watched the previous two episodes. So this is a continuation of the first two episodes. I'll just give a brief recap of what we discussed in the last two episodes so that those who are watching this episode for the first time without having any reference for the previous two episodes becomes easier for them to understand what we are discussing. So basically we were discussing 9 types of personality, which is over and above the extrovert, introvert and the likes. So basically it is based on the different traits or the different kind of qualities that people hold that helps us to classify them under 9 types. So far we have already discussed 6 types of personality, and today is it's the last episode which we will discuss the 3 types of personality. So in the last two episodes we discussed 6 types. The first one was the analyzer personality, which is like somebody who likes to analyze and needs to, they are like they have to have all the data to themselves, and they need to make absolutely, plan A, B, C, D, every kind of plans for themselves. So the first one was analyzer personality that we discussed in the episode 1. Then we had supporter personality, the kind of people you look up to when you are going through certain issues and you're looking for emotional support. Then we also discussed promoter personality, those who are extremely expressive and they can just speak about everything and anything. The fourth one was the controller personality, somebody who likes to control everything. They just want everything to be under their control. Then we had certain mixture of this and that. So we had a mixture of controller analyzer personality. We also had a mixture of promoter and supporter personality. Today we are left with three more personality, which is one will be different and the other two will be a mix of all the personalities that we had discussed. So once you go through today's episode and the previous episode, that will help you to understand which one do you incline to the most. Okay, all these three episodes you'll find in our Instagram page. So today is the first kind of the first type of personality which we'll discuss in the third episode is the promoter controller personality. So as the name suggests, they will have certain characteristics of a promoter personality and certain characteristics of the controller personality. Now what are the characteristics of the promoter controller personality? These kind of people, they always like to talk about how successful these people are. So a promoter controller personality is a mix of both. So they would like to talk about how successful these kind of people are. They are very, and actually they are indeed very successful. They, when expressing themselves, they could be quite aggressive. Okay, they so while you talk about success, you can be very humble, but these kind of personality who are promoter controller, they are quite aggressive when they talk about their success, right? They have a sense of achievement, and the being successful is very important for them. In fact, they thrive on success, so that is very close to their heart. They love being challenged and they love to overcome those challenges, because when they overcome any challenge, that also they consider as a success, right? Next is if they feel that they are getting stagnant or they are getting stuck in any kind of situation, that is very boring for them, because they feel that life is extremely fast, and what they want is to achieve face more challenges and gain more success. If they are getting stuck somewhere, they would just probably like to leave the situation and move to some other challenging situations, right? Next is when they have to, they know what are their goals and what they want to achieve, what are their ambitions. So, and they are so focused on their goals that they will leave no stone unturned. Like they will do everything, they can go to any extent to get their goals done or to achieve their goals. Next is, they now, because they are a promoter controller personality, they have certain aspects of, or they have certain features of a controller personality. So basically they would like to dominate all kind of discussion, right? While, and they are extremely expressive. So if you remember, promoter personality are those, they are very expressive, they can talk about anything in the world. So they have a little bit of that capability, and they also have a little bit of dominant, they can dominate any discussion, and that's a dangerous combination. First of all, you can speak about anything, and then you want to dominate everything, then you are aggressive also. So people, they appeared as a threat to many people who are actually very soft spoken, who are introvert. They appear as a very, a threat to them, these kind of people. They excel at independence, they thrive on independence. They can never work under somebody. They just know what they have to do. They, even if they are alone, they will be able to achieve that. So they just don't care if people are with them or not. They love their independence, right? They are very impatient. That's another problem with these people. They are very impatient because they don't have, as I said, they don't have time to wait or waste on things that are not moving. Even in their relationships also, if things are not moving, they would just say it's not working, and they will try and move on, because first of all, they don't even want to get into a relationship because of the independence, or because of their dominating nature. It might create a lot of issues in their relationships too. But primarily they just don't like to get stuck somewhere, whatever kind of whatever aspect of life it is, right? uh, they Because of these things, people who work under them or people who work with them, they feel extremely pressured. They just feel that very claustrophobic, because not everybody has their level of stamina or insight. So they feel that they are getting stuck somewhere. They just feel, oh my god, I can't keep up with that kind of person, right? um, Now, how do you deal with such kind of a person? I'm sure you must have had encountered these kind of people, at least one such kind of a person in your life. So how do you kind of deal with such a person? Of course, the first things first is you do not try to challenge their ego. There is no point. You're just wasting your time, because they are so independent, so focused, and so aggressive. They'll make you feel bad about that. So don't get into that kind of a confrontation with them. Next is whatever is their area of interest, you try to relate with them. You try to share ideas with about that. Instead of putting your interest in forward, you have to keep their interest in mind if you at all have to deal with such kind of a personality. They don't like loneliness, so they like to be with people, but yet they want to have an upper hand. So this kind of a environment is very important for them, just to be with people where they can share ideas, where they can actually talk about how successful they are. They always need that fan club with them, those the fan club, the invisible fan club who is following them. So they need that kind of a presence around them. Next is that they thrive on real relationships. So if you feel that you can provide them with proper friendship, proper relationship, that's what they would thrive for. So if you can provide that, then probably they would not like to show that aggressive side to you, but yes, they will still like to dominate the discussion, not because they want to show how much they know. It is just their nature. It is a part of them which, like, I know this thing, I have to talk about it. Some people know things and then they don't talk about it because of lack of confidence or because of the fear what people will think. These people don't have that fear. These people are just like, I have to go and get it, right? So this was the promoter controller personality. The next one is another mixture, which is the supporter analyzer personality. Now supporter people, as I said, they are very supportive. They are always keeping the people first before the task. And analyzer personality are those who are constantly thinking everything about the aspect before they dive into the situation. So when these two personality comes under one person, what will be the trait of such a person, right? So relationships, as I said, are very important to them, but because they have the trait of analyzer in them, they will question people as well. A supporter personality will not question people because they keep people first. But a supporter analyzer personality will keep relationships important, but because they're analyzer, they will question even people. They will question the intention of people. They will question everything around them so that they have all the details. They just don't feel it's quite easy to trust people. All right. Next is, it is rare for them to initiate conversations, and they will wait for other people to approach them to start any kind of communication. It needs a lot for them to trust the person because they have the trait of analyzer. As I was saying, that supporter personality find it easier to trust people, but analyzer people, no, they will take a lot for them to trust people because they are very not that they are very what should I say, doubtful. No, not that, but it is like they just don't want to be uh, they don't want to take any risks. They just want to be risk proof zone. So they don't want to get hurt. They want to keep themselves protected. So that's why it takes a lot for them to trust people. Next is, they are harmonic with other people and they will never come off as threats to other people. Although they will question people and their intention, but they are not threat. They are very good at maintaining cordial relationships with everybody. Okay. They are very good advisors because they have done so much of research. They have actually known the issue more than any other person would. They have seen bird's eye view, helicopter view, side view, rear view, everything. They know everything about the situation. So they are very good advisors. And when you say, what if this, even before you finish the question, they have your answers because they have seen it from all angles. Next is, they just know what to say and when to say. They are very good with their communication skills too. Okay. Next is, sometimes because they are analytical or they are extremely always trying to find that what can be the real motive behind this thing. Like me, because like me as if, which one is like me? I don't question people's intention. So I trust people, but yes, I am safeguarded too, because you're a very good advisor. Oh yeah, thank you, Snigdha. So these people, as I was saying, sometimes their analytical nature is that extent that they will even break relationships, because not everybody wants to continuously get criticized and being told everything. So they just get fed up and they will just leave people, and they will never be able to understand what happened. I was just saying the right thing, why did this person break off from with me? So that's another problem. They are very what should I say, very mindful of not to hurt people. They are very mindful of that thing, and because of this they might just decide that they will not share certain information to people, because those, if they share those information, that will hurt people. So they will keep certain information with themselves and they will not share to save relationships. But I don't know if they are able to do it throughout, because at one point of time their analytical nature will get over them and they will speak about it, right? Now, how to deal with such kind of a person? You have to realize that certain things with these people can't be forced. Although they may offer you genuine friendships, you need to give them a lot of space, give them or leave them with a lot of privacy. Although they are available to you, don't try and interfere with everything in their life. So you just have to leave them. You just have to give them enough space so that they can breathe and they can do their groundwork. They just don't need every time. They are good advisors, but they don't need other people to tell them what to do, because they know what to be done. And especially because they're analyzers, they already know what needs to be done. But so don't just breathe down their neck. And another thing is, because their supporter personality is there, so it is very important you say good things about people to them. Because if you continuously backbite, if you're continuously saying bad things about people, they will start doubting your intention. It will become even more difficult for them to trust you. So it is very important that you tell good things about the people, and also simultaneously say about the things that you are facing difficulty with. Then they will be able to help you. But if you always start with cribbing and complaining, they find it very difficult to trust you also. This kind of personality. Now comes the final one, the 9th personality, which is called the centric personality. Now this centric personality are quite unusual, okay? Because centric, as the name suggests, center, they have characteristics of all the personality that we have discussed so far. Like all the other 8 personalities that we have discussed, they have a little bit of this, little bit of that, little bit of the combinations and all together. So that is quite unusual, that you have everything in it. Alright, it could be said that they have the perfect personality, as they know how to switch their modes based on situation and based on people. So basically they have everything in them, and based on whom they are dealing with or in what situation they are, they can change their personality or they can change their mode. That's why it is very unusual. They are very strong-willed. I think I resonate more with I kind of resonate more with the centric personality, because it's a part of our profession. You cannot give the same medicine to every patient. So it is very important that being a therapist, when you're speaking to people, you have to switch your modes and switch your style depending on situations and people. So I fit more with the centric personality, and unusual or unique, whatever it is, but yes, these people know how to switch their mode of communication and their methods depending on whom they are dealing with and what situation they are dealing with. Okay, they are very strong willed. They know what needs to be done. They are not manipulative. They are strong willed but not manipulative, and they do not keep unpleasant information. If they think something is wrong, they will tell you. If they think something is right, they will tell you. They will not withhold information with them just because it might offend you. And I think that is very important, because just to save relationships, if you keep information to yourself, you're not only wasting time, you're also actually spoiling a lot of things which could have been resolved much ahead of time. So it is very important. So even if the information is what should I say, unpleasant, but you can always think or decide how to say or how to mold your words in ways that you still pass on the information, but yet you do not harm or impact the relationship in a major way. Next is they can, because they have a bit of every kind of personality, they can get along well with anybody, be it a boss, be it a colleague, be it children, be it adults, be it elderly people. They can just get along with everyone because they will just keep on switching their personality based on whom they are dealing with, and it becomes easier for them to get into any kind of profession which deals with communication or public communication. They are very charismatic leaders and they have a very magnetic personality because people feel genuinely attracted towards them. They will, not that they have to do something for people to feel attracted towards them. They will just genuinely feel attracted towards them, and they will come and they will talk about their issues, or they will just want to be around them, right? They are very flexible and adaptable to changes. They can easily change themselves because they have all the personality. It becomes easier for them to change according to the situations, and it takes actually a short while to gather information when starting new relationships. They can read people very well. Centric personality, because they have all the traits, so basically they can read through a person's personality. Sooner or later they understand what this person is up to or what is the intention of this person. However, they are very unpredictable. Centric personality are very unpredictable. And now why are they unpredictable? Because they have so many characteristics of all the personality, you really don't know which one they are right now, and you think it might not offend them, but it might offend them. They don't have any harmful plans as of such, but they could be very tricky, and they know how to deal with such situations. So a little bit of unpredictable things that they might not have impacted them in the past, suddenly you find them reacting to certain situations because they are in a different personality at that time. But they are not multiple personality disorder kind of a patient. They just have the traits of all the different 8 personality that we had discussed so far, and that makes them the centric personality. So how do you deal with such a person? Simply realize their mood, what kind of mood they are, and accordingly you speak to them. That's it. All they are just driven by their moods. That's it. Otherwise they are the best people to be around, because no matter whatever your issues are, they will have a solution for that. And it is very important to be honest with them and learn from them. And trust me, they can read through people. They can they can see through people's intentions very well. When they are giving you advice, when they are telling you something, when they are continuously telling you something that you should do this, you should not do that, that is because they have seen certain situation in different aspect. Because you might be one personality, and since they have these different things in them, they can see a situation from different aspect. So that's why I say that when it comes to me, what about me, it is I primarily suit more with the centric personality. And yes, I'm a little bit unpredictable too at times, but usually in my profession I think that is very important, to be a centric personality, so that you can deal with all the other personality that you're talking to. Because a human being is more than just a personality, and if you know the taste of all medicine, you would know which person would need what kind of medicine. Okay, so that's the 9 types of personality. So those who are watching this episode only, it is very important that you watch the previous 2 episodes too. You will also find that in our Instagram page. Now once you go through the 3 episodes, 1, 2 and 3, all of our, I think, are 30 minutes episode, then only you will be able to identify which one do you suit the most. Because I know only after I have been going through all the different types, then only I understood, oh no, I am more towards centric personality. So it is very important for you to know what are you, because unless you know yourself very well, you will not be able to know anybody else too. All right, so thank you Abhijit and thank you Snigdha for watching this live so patiently, and those who are going to watch it later on, please watch all the 3 episodes to get a wholesome idea and then understand which one is your personality. All right. The next live we will have is on Saturday on our Facebook page. That will be a music healing session with a senior citizen person this time, who is a senior one of the senior most members of Virupana. So please have a look at 8 p.m. on our Facebook page for a music therapy session. Until then, everyone, please take care of yourself. The festive seasons are coming. Please take good amount of protection while you're going out. Enjoy to the fullest and really know yourself very well, because unless you know yourself well, you will not be able to deal with anyone properly. All right, take care everyone. Thank you.